got me down, I ain't go to class. I'd rather die before I come in last. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't had shit in a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah. Hold up, I'm trying to do something right now. Just leave me alone, I'm gonna get caught. Leave me alone, we're gonna go to the side, we're gonna do that. Little black jean jacket, yeah. Got be long on it, yeah. Got that bad bitch, yeah. Wanna fuck me, my homie, yeah. Got that bad bitch, yeah. Tryna fuck me, my homie, yeah. Shawty gon' suck to the money, yeah. I can't wait no thot, yeah. Bad that bitch to the homie, yeah. I just fucked your thot, yeah. I ain't even pass it to homie, yeah. We might rob your homie, we might rob your homie, we might rob your homie. I'd rather get caught with it than without it. Wake up, the smell of motherfucking coffee. I'm about the pretty boys and the coffee. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't had shit in a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah.
I've been to Atlanta.
Most definitely been to.
With who?
No got me down, I ain't go to class. I'd rather die before I come in last.
Why'd you just send me your address? You didn't send me your address. You forget?
I ain't had shit in a long time. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't felt like this in a long time. I ain't had shit in a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to look like this, it took a long time, yeah. I ain't had shit in a long time. 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 Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah. Just to feel like this, it took a long time, yeah.
Good morning. Sorry, hold up. Good morning. Are we
You're good.
echoing or am I botting?
Very good.
First, want to apologize for the voice. Losing it a little bit. Went out with some of my hometown friends this past weekend. And whatever it is, we just yell. And I'm not used to yelling like that. So the voice is, in fact, shocked. So I apologize. Josh, how was your weekend?
It was good, dude. Just got to Vegas, chilling. Went to the Bookit.
How's the weather?
It's nice. Golfed a little bit yesterday. It was like 6
Wow.
and sunny. It was unbelievable.
Did you said you went to the book already?
I did go to the book. I lost
What did you place?
$250 already.
Ah,
When I mean going to the book, I went to slot machines and fucking lost my ass in an hour.
you're a slot guy?
Yeah, I love slots. They're so fun.
Nah, you got to break that down for me because I've never been intrigued by a slot machine one
Dude.
time.
It is. It's honestly, I get why you wouldn't be if you haven't won before, but like I never used to play them at all. My dad started playing them, and Carmen likes them too, so got into them a little bit, and they are addicting because once you win, like you can't stop.
Bro.
You can't stop. I promise.
Gosh, I didn't know you were a slots guy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite slot?
Yeah. The thing, Risings has a good point. Like when you're confused, like you have to know how to win for it to be fun. Like if that makes sense. Like you don't want to just like sit down on a random one that you've never played before and just click the button and like not
That's
even.
all I do.
Yeah, see, like you gotta
There's
figure
more
out.
finesse than that.
I mean, not finesse. You're still clicking the button, but it's more fun when you know what's happening. If that makes sense.
Right. Okay. All
Huff
right.
is a great game. I love Zeus as well. Zeus is a
Wow. Zeus is your go-to.
Zeus pays.
Zeus is your
Didn't pay the other
go-to.
day. Yeah, there's
Zeus is
Carmen.
your go-to. That's gross.
There's Carmen. Today we win $1 million. There it is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the morning after. It's the morning show that makes yesterday's bad beats and bad bets feel a little bit lighter because we got a night of sleep and now we have a morning to talk about it. Josh, let's give a round of applause to Charlie and Trent. How about it?
Yeah, that was incredible.
How about it? How about it? We got the incentive-based lineup, brought home $25K and $10K respectively to each of them. And Josh didn't receive one text about it.
Nor did I. Yeah, that was incredible.
See, this is the problem that I have with Bookit. It's always behind closed doors shit. And then you open social media and it's like, we're on our last leg.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I would have liked to have been involved.
Yeah, I would have too. I mean, I couldn't have actually, but that would have been
No,
nice.
but I mean, that was literally an unbelievable cash. I mean, some of the names in that lineup were David Moore, Zach Ertz. Like that was just trust the incentives, let them do their job, get the bonuses, and we cash. Unbelievable, dude. Trent's heater just continues.
Yeah, I know, dude. He is.
The kid can't miss.
He's losing his powers.
Like, what do we do if he is not the fade guy?
He's losing his powers.
What do we do if he's not the fade guy?
I don't know. Tail him? Do we start tailing?
Do we start tailing him? Do we start tailing him, dude?
Maybe just the all-time switch up. Like one of the biggest switch ups of all time.
Make no mistake, if he came on today and he gave us a lay at full fade. Because I think TMA might be cursed.
100%. 100%.
Had a weird weekend, and by weird, I mean I just went out with my hometown buddies again, and I haven't seen them in like forever, and it's just like it feels like riding a bike. It's like all the old inside jokes come back, like all the like bits. It's like you're getting made fun of for shit that happened 4 years ago. Like everything comes back, and it's like ever seen that gif? It's like the guy's in the hospital and then he wakes up and he's like,
yeah,
it's like that, but you're like waking up with like all the shit that you grew up with. And it's like, I mean, it's always a great time. I can't wait to spend New Year's with him. It's going to be hysterical. But so we were getting ready to go out on Saturday. We only went out one day. It was Saturday. We didn't go out Friday or anything. And I texted our group chat and it was me, my two buddies, and then my one buddy's little brother. And I took the group chat and I posted the screenshot on Twitter, but I was like, yo, can we cook a parlay for tonight that we can like sweat at the bars? Everyone give me a leg. My leg is Colorado money line. So I texted that and I was like, yeah, my leg's Colorado money line. But this is before the games had started, obviously. So, I'm feeling confident. I'm like, tell me Shador is going to go out sorry in his last college football game ever. The legs start rolling in. My one buddy's like, yeah, give me a Puka touchdown. I was like, all right, I love that. Next buddy comes in. He goes, give me the over. We were like, just all he says is over. No context.
Yeah.
We were like, over what? Do you want like a player? Do you want like a? And he was like, the game, the game that Puka's in over. Like, all right, I'll take the Rams Cardinals over. But his little brother comes in, James Conner touchdown. It's like, okay, so you three just gave me a same game parlay, and then I'm throwing Colorado in there. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And the three of them are like, don't worry, it's hitting. So we lock in the lay. I was like, all right, perfect. It's like, I'm gonna put 100 on it. Let's put 100 on it. I was like, this is gonna be sick. We're gonna be sweating all night. Colorado jumps out down 27. So now I'm sitting there like, all right, I'm not gonna say a word and bring up the lay because I'm already chalking. So I'm just gonna let the lay quietly splooge. Hopefully, all the other legs and no one will notice that we lost because I get Colorado. Dude, we get to the end of the Rams game. Puka didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
James Conner didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
The game didn't go over, and Colorado lost. We somehow cooked a full fade.
Yeah, well,
Four people giving their most confident leg a full fade.
that just means you're due.
But I mean, well, you can't even make that shit up, dude. We're sitting at the first bar, and we're watching the Rams game, and I'm sitting there, and I'm going, did Puka score? My buddy's like, nah. But you had Colorado, so it was already dead. I was like, yeah, but did James Conner score? He's like, no. It's like, okay, well, the score is 9-13, so it didn't go over. I think we just full faded. He's like, no.
Yeah, definitely did. Dude, honestly, full fading's better than losing by one leg. I'll stand on it.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, losing by one leg just like sucks. I guess losing. It depends when you lose the last leg. If you lose the one leg on the last leg, then yes, it's worse.
I don't know. I'd rather get to the last leg and be like, boys, it all comes down to this.
Be like,
Instead of being like, oh, I had Colorado, they're down 27-0, and they look horrendous.
Yeah, losing by one leg when it's the last leg is the worst. When it's the first, well.
But yeah, I mean, let's talk about that Colorado game, shall we? I mean,
yeah. They're terrible. Travis Hunter, that touchdown was so gross, though.
Was that the sorriest bowl loss in the history of bowls?
It's one of them, just based on the fact that like they were like all amped up, they were playing like yeah, the narrative was there, and they looked terrible.
It's not even that they look terrible, Josh. It's just like the post-game press conference was so irritating.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, like nothing worked today. And then Deion Sanders like, ditto. It's like you guys this whole week were yanking each other off, talking about how this is the last dance. Everyone's got insurance in case they get hurt. We're going to come out. It's the real People's Big 12 Championship.
Yeah. That was bad, dude. BYU
should be in the playoff, probably.
No, they should be. They actually should be. Like, I didn't realize that Retzlaff.
I'm gonna put a sweatshirt on. Keep up.
I didn't realize that he was banged up, like super banged up the last two games, or the two games they lost in a row to ASU, and who else they lose to? Kansas. I didn't realize he was super banged up for those games, but dude, he looked good. That kid is good.
Yeah, dude. He looked like a world beater.
Yeah, and their running backs are sick. You said that dude.
Yeah.
You said that dude do like the cartwheel on the ground, and they said he was still up. They called him down, but like literally stood on his head and flipped over and kept running.
Oh, yeah, Josh, I saw it.
Oh, you saw it.
I had Colorado for a whale.
Yeah, that was insane.
For a whale. D-Lou, actually, we are going to have – can I actually bring that up? Can I put that comment on the screen from D-Lou? We are going to have a coin toss today, live episode 2:30. 2:30 p.m. Live episode. We're doing it live from the Bookit Sports accounts. We're doing a live coin toss. So make sure you guys pull up, show up. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. I'm pumped. We were just talking about it.
It's going to be dope. This is probably one of the more legacy weekends for the coin toss, dude. We got Lauren and Rav going head-to-head. We got me and Jovan going head-to-head because I can't have Notre Dame advance. I can't have it. I can't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be a Georgia Bulldog this week. But yeah, I mean, Josh, that Colorado game was embarrassing. Other than that, dude, can we just say the Pop-Tart Bowl is better than the college football playoff?
Dude, I agree.
Like, if you're a kid that's in college right now and you're a marketing major, all you need to do is study the Pop-Tart Bowl. It is not only the best marketed sports event of the year.
It is.
The showmanship around it, the entertainment around it, and the game itself. Like, the Pop-Tart Bowl should be the national championship game.
The national championship. Dude, that game was electric too. They got the best matchup too. Like,
yeah, for sure.
For a fun game. And I feel like they probably did that on purpose. What do you think? I was actually thinking about this. What do you think the biggest bowl game is that isn't one of the playoff ones? Do you think it could
Probably-
be the Pop-Tart?
Definitely the Pop-Tart Bowl. I think the Pop-Tart Bowl is the biggest bowl. I mean, on social media, dude. It takes over.
But at this point, it's like kind of like a free-for-all. Like, who's going to take the, you know what I mean? Like, who's going to take the crown for the best game?
I think it's Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, the Alamo Bowl, also like the BYU-Colorado game, really good bowl game.
I don't know. Just the Pop-Tart Bowl, there's so much around it.
The Frisco Bowl?
Frisco Bowl might be the worst bowl.
No, dude, that matchup was crazy.
Frisco Bowl unanimously sucks every year. And you guys always try to get me to go.
It was fun. We went. It was fun, dude.
I know. You guys did have a good time. But the Pop-Tart Bowl is absolutely electric. I mean, it was one of the easiest overs of all time. I did want to ask your opinion, Josh, because I felt two ways about this game. The bowl that Miami was in was a great game. Obviously, they ended up losing. How do you feel about Cam Ward only playing one half?
I mean, I think that's so soft. Just to break the record.
I agree, dude. I feel like it could go two ways. Like, one, you could either go, I give him a lot of respect for even playing because he didn't even have to. It's not like Miami was like, we're giving you insurance if you play. But that was a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Go get your team the win and end your college career right with a bowl win. Yeah. And I do firmly believe if he's in, they win that game. I do respect him for even playing because he didn't have to. He could have just opted out and been like, whatever, peace out, Cub Scouts. But once you're in, you might as well finish it out.
Yeah, I feel like it just kind of like shows you like the type of like competitor he is. Like it's like the personal accolades mean more than winning a game for his teammates, which I think kind of sucks. But I feel like you could.
And I'm not just saying that because I wailed Miami, and if he stayed in, I would have won my bet. But it was a little frustrating. It's like, yo, just go win the game and end the year right and get Miami a bowl win. And by the way, they ended up losing by 1. You're telling me if Cam Ward's not playing that they don't win that game by 2 touchdowns or more?
Yeah. Also, like, I'm sure there's other seniors on that team that were playing that weren't him. You know what I mean? Like, there's other guys that want to win that game so badly, and you're telling him you're going to play, and then you just no. Sorry.
100%. And I wonder if that was said beforehand. Like, I wonder if he was like, yo, I'm going to give us like one good half, or if he got to the half and was like, all right, yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. It probably was just, I'm going to break the record and then be done. I would assume. But still,
it kind of feels douchey, dude.
It is 100%.
Doesn't that feel douchey?
Yeah. 100%.
But I mean, he did give us one of the more iconic clips of the weekend where he literally just stood up straight and then threw a check down.
It's like didn't try at all. That was so. But like, does he think that looks cool? Like, I don't understand that.
He definitely thinks it looks cool.
He thinks it looks so sick.
No, he definitely thinks it looks sick. And then he's going to get to the NFL and try that shit, and Max Crosby's going to take his fucking head off.
Yeah, dude, it looks like the play's dead. Like, it looks like everyone stopped playing. He just
It's like, what are you doing, dude?
I don't know.
I tweeted, I was like, I think he might think he's too nonchalant.
Oh, 100%. I saw that tweet. 100% he is.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I know. His feet are together, like literally straight together. So dumb.
Dude, also, by the way, if I'm that running back, I probably ran like such a hard route, like get to my spot, to look over as his teammate, and he's just like, how do you have effort to then run the ball? Like, you catch it, you're like, what the hell was that? And then you got to go into like full athlete mode, but he's just sitting there like.
Yeah, the change of pace is crazy.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Imagine you're like the outside receiver just running, like trying to route somebody up so hard. You look back, see the ball's coming, and your quarterback's just standing up straight.
It's like, wait, how can he even throw
what are you
this
doing
ball
back there? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He probably thought like that was the coolest check down anyone's ever thrown ever.
100%. 100%. He was like, not only did I break the record, but that was the sickest check down anyone's ever seen in their entire life.
100%.
Dude, speaking of check downs.
Did he fumble that?
I don't know if that kid fumbled it. He might have. The kid that caught it might have fumbled it.
That's so funny.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but just speaking of checkdowns, I'm going to take us a little bit left here for a second. I discovered this former quarterback on TikTok last night, and he breaks down what defenses and what routes work best against them, but in Madden.
What's his name?
I don't know. But I think it's so bad.
Is it that dude?
It might be. But I think it's so botted. Because he's like playing Madden and he'll be like, so when there's too high and you're in 4 verts, this is what you want to do, but it's Madden.
Yeah.
And he's like changing routes in Madden and he's like, here's what I'm going to do. My first look is going to be X and then I'm going to the check down at Y. And but he's just playing Madden. And he's like, all I need to do is have Christian Watson win his one-on-one. It's like, you're playing Madden. You're playing Madden.
Well, yeah, but I think that it's.
But he's acting like he's like dotting up the defense. But he's like playing Madden. Like he's like, all right, all I need to do is have Christian Watson beat Jalen Ramsey on his one-on-one here. It's like,
it is kind of cool to see it from a quarterback perspective, though.
I mean, I guess
a little more.
I guess, but it's like that's a computer. It's not like real athletes where you're actually dialing in a play.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, I trust Christian Watson's route running here against Jalen Ramsey, so I'm going to throw him the ball either way. Like, dude, it's a computer running in the computer. I don't know if it was. I watched 9 of them, and every single one, I was like, this guy is such a boner.
Yeah. I want to see his career stats because I know they're terrible. And this dude's on Twitch giving people advice. Career stats: 1 game played, 0 attempts, 0 completions, 2 carries, -1 yard.
But he'll show you how to get to ranked Madden.
He has a career negative in yards. That is incredible. Could you imagine going to the NFL and you literally have negative yards at the end of your career?
And then you're showing kids how to beat defenses on Madden?
Yeah. He took 2 knees.
The reason why I think it's botted, Josh, is because, in real life, they might be showing 2 and it might drop to 1. In the video game, they don't play a dynamic defense.
Yeah, no, yeah. They're not, disguising shit in Madden.
Yeah, that was my whole point. Dude, some quarterback might watch this and be like, oh, I know exactly how to dial up an offense now.
You could probably work a high school quarterback.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Definitely not league quarterbacks.
Not in Texas.
No.
Not Texas high school quarterback. Maybe a Kansas high school quarterback. All right, here's what I'm thinking. We got to talk about the NFL, even though I don't want to. This is what I'm thinking. I've already crashed out about the Jets enough. I don't even want to waste my energy getting upset about it. But here's what I'll say. I mean, Ahmad Gardner's got to go. Ahmad Gardner's got to go. The Instagram comment was real. Everyone thought I tweeted a fake screenshot. Couldn't be more real. Under T. Higgins' post, some guy was like, tell him to come to the Jets. And he was like, I will not be telling him that. There's reports coming out now that Garrett Wilson said he's going to request a trade if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback next year.
If he's the quarterback?
Yeah.
Wow.
The locker room is gone, dude. And we come out to Gangster's Paradise 40-0. It's just at this point, and I didn't even watch the game because I've been on protest for the past 5 weeks, 6 weeks now, where I'm just not watching their games. I refuse to watch this product. But I see the highlights come across the feed because obviously we're the most embarrassing franchise. Everybody tweets about us.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, and I've been a part of some of the most iconic Jets tanks of all time. I've lived through Geno Smith. I lived through Sam Darnold, who now is 14-2 and is going to the playoffs and being talked about being an MVP and might win the Super Bowl. I've been through the Geno Smiths, the Zach Wilsons, the Sam Darnolds, the Mike Whites, the Josh McCowns. This is genuinely the most embarrassed I've been as a football fan to support this team. And like, I feel like sometimes you could chalk it up to it's like, oh, it's a good bit. Like, this year is whatever. And being a Jets fan is like funny. This is the first time as like a fan of this team that I'm genuinely embarrassed to be a fan of this team. Like the product that they're putting out there and the way they talk about each other after the game and the comments that come out, it's like genuinely embarrassing.
Yeah.
And it's getting to the point where I don't know where you go from here because you sold the farm for Aaron Rodgers. You made moves like trading for Mike Williams and then trading him in the middle of the year. You went and got Devontae Adams. Brees Hall is saying he doesn't want to be shut down. They're saying Garrett Wilson's going to request a trade if Aaron Rodgers is the starter because I guess him and Aaron don't get along anymore and he doesn't like Aaron. And both sides of the ball, pointing fingers in the beginning of the year has just completely devolved to the defensive side being like when we're down 40-0 and we're on the field 90% of the game playing a high-powered offense, we're going to let up points when we're not playing complimentary football. And it's like I understand their point of view when they're saying that. And it's like when we're not playing complimentary football, how are we not going to let up 40 points to a high-powered offense? We're being put in situations where, we can't get a stop every down. The defense has been a problem all year. The offense, if I told you an offense with Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard, and Aaron Rodgers would be down 40-0 to the Bills, I don't think anyone would believe that in the beginning of the year. I wouldn't believe that in the beginning. If we were down, if the Bills scored 40, I would have thought we'd have 41 with that offense. And just to compound it, you sit Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor scores 2 times in a row in his first 2 drives. So, it's just like, I don't know where to go as a Jets fan. Obviously, you just got to put your faith that Woody Johnson, who career has never done a good job, does a good job somehow in this offseason. In what feels like the most crucial point the Jets franchise has ever been in, right? Like, you either commit to Aaron Rodgers or you draft a quarterback. You either completely blow the team up or say we're a piece away and that's a young quarterback. But this just feels like the Jets went from rebuild to contender in an offseason. And now it's going back to this could become a 5-year rebuild if we don't make the right decisions again. And somehow we're only 7 months away from when we said we'd win a Super Bowl with this roster. But the game against the Bills felt like the nail in the coffin. Aaron Rodgers gets benched. We're down 40-0. The defense blames the offense. The offense says the locker room is still together. Everyone on Jets Twitter and every Jets fan, every Jets reporter is saying if we don't sign Garrett Wilson, then we've completely given up on winning because he's the only guy in the locker room that cares anymore, apparently. Which I believe. Garrett Wilson has had 1,000 yards in 3 years with the quarterbacks I just named. That's incredible when you think about that. That kid has had 1,000 yards with those quarterbacks.
Did this not happen?
No, this happened.
What? Players just allowed to bench themselves?
What happened, Josh? And I think the NBA and the small case of LeBron James ruined the Jets' season this year because I think the Jets genuinely thought when you go get a guy like Aaron Rodgers that has had success in the NFL and you give him the keys to the franchise, that he can turn you into winners, much like every franchise has done with LeBron James, where they kind of let him go get the guys he wants, get the coach he wants. But the difference between Aaron Rodgers and LeBron James is a legitimate leader and knows how to build a culture and can maybe make some right decisions, whereas
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is like an egotistical, rocks in his brain type guy.
that is very true.
And we gave Aaron Rodgers the entire power of the franchise, and we let him fire Robert Saleh. We let him keep Nathaniel Hackett. Like, we let him call the plays. We let him pick the play callers, and he's not the guy.
Yeah, 100%.
And I
hate
think you're
that.
seeing now why he was butting heads with the Packers at the end of his career at Green Bay, because he wanted to be in control, and the Packers were like, no,
Yeah,
you're not in charge. And the Jets were like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is going to win a Super Bowl if we just make him happy and put him in charge. And you're now seeing how much of a bot Aaron Rodgers is, because now he's in charge. And we're 4-13.
yeah, that's hilarious. It's sad though, dude. Like I was so happy that he was finally out of our fucking division, and then of course he fucking sucks once he leaves.
But it's just like, dude, that was the most embarrassing Sunday just as a sports fan in general,
Yeah,
you know?
that was tough. That was tough.
Especially
didn't
to a
watch-
divisional rival, dude.
Yeah, I know.
40-0.
40-0 is, I don't even know. That's Bears Chiefs from last year when we were driving to LSU. It's like, that's when you just turn the game off. You're like, what do you even, do I watch it still? Do I turn it back on? Is something
You know
going
what
to
the
happen?
sad part is, Josh? You know what the sad part is? The only drives I watched of that game was when I got the notification that Tyrod Taylor checked in. And I was like, I kind of want to see what Tyrod looks like. And we scored immediately. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not watching.
That's amazing.
I was like, I'm not watching, dude. We could have benched Aaron Rodgers 13 games ago and been in a position where we might make the playoffs because Tyrod Taylor's just a better quarterback.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Yeah, dude, I mean,
Yeah.
if you had, I mean, your offensive line isn't good, but it's not like terrible. It's not like that bad. Like, if you had a quarterback that could do anything, you guys would have 9 wins.
Dude, 100%. And it's like the frustrating part is you read the comment from Must Be John and Twitch, but the red line, I watched a comparison of Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers talking about when their offenses were struggling this year. And you see Josh Allen, he goes up there. Josh Allen, by the way, is what, 27, 28?
Yeah,
He might
probably
be even 25, 26.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is. Maybe 20. I think maybe like 28.
Josh Allen, whatever, in his mid to late 20s. Aaron Rodgers, 40 years old. Josh Allen's going, this is on me. I need to find more completions. I need to throw guys open. The offense struggling comes down to me. I need to throw better balls. I need to put them in positions to succeed. And it goes Aaron Rodgers, and he's going, on that play, you got 2 options. Mike Williams is supposed to be running the red line. Alan Lazard is on the whatever. And, I throw the ball. Mike Williams not running the red line. It's like, no way you just blame the wide receiver for your shitty underthrown ball.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen is out here being like, I need to find more completions when the offense doesn't roll. It comes down to me. And a 40-year-old is like, Mike Williams is supposed to be running the red line. Alan Lazard wasn't open, so I threw the red line. He wasn't on the red line. It's like, dude, give me a fucking break.
Like that, you knew you were getting that when you got him.
I know, dude. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'll also say this, just a good transition, I guess, off of the Jets. I hate NFL Saturdays.
Yeah,
I think we need to keep the NFL to Sundays. Like, I understand he just wants to dominate every day of the weekend, so you can't get away from NFL football. I hate having NFL games on Saturdays.
I agree.
Like, it's got to stop. Having a 5-game Sunday slate was, like, horrific.
Yeah, it is. Like, I also don't understand. Like, there's also good games on Saturday, too. Like, it's not like the I mean, obviously, like, the NFL is still going to dominate, but, like, it's not like there wasn't shit on Saturday. There's a ton of college football. There's a ton of college basketball. It's like, just save it.
Broncos Bengals, for playoff implications, shouldn't be on a Saturday in between New Year's and Christmas.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be on a Sunday where I can lock in and be like, all right, the Bengals are fighting for their lives to make the playoffs against a team that could potentially knock them out.
Yeah.
We're putting that on a Saturday?
Yeah.
Putting that on a Saturday? You're never like. Here's the
'Cause
thing.
you're like
I get what
primed
he's
up
trying to
for
do, though.
Saturday NFL. You're not like primed up because like you're never used to
No.
watching NFL on Saturday. So like it's not the
No.
same. It's just not.
And I get
Especially
what he's trying to do, dude.
on NFL Network too is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I
Crazy.
mean, literally, that's insane. I get what he's trying to do, right? Because he's trying to be like, the NFL is going to dominate weekends. Like, we're taking
Yeah.
Christmas from the NBA. We're doing. But the thing is, though, you can't take Saturdays from college football because I'm so programmed to want to watch college football on
Yeah.
Saturdays that when you put an NFL game on a Saturday, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate thing about it. I'm not doing it.
I'm watching the
I'm not
Pop.
doing it. Yeah, I'm watching the Pop-Tart Bowl. You're not going to take the Pop-Tart Bowl away from me because you're putting NFL games on Saturdays. Is Kyler Murray a bust? Had this conversation this weekend.
Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't say that yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I don't think I would say that yet.
I think that's a conversation we might have to start at.
All right, I think we can talk about that next year, maybe.
I don't know. I think you could talk about it this year.
I mean, he needs to get some guys. They have Marvin.
Guys.
You got Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison.
But at some point, you got James Conner too. But at some point, do you not have to elevate your guys?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, but before Marvin Harrison, Josh, he had DeAndre Hopkins
He did have DeAndre Hopkins.
in his prime.
He was good.
But
Yeah, good with him.
dude, I had this conversation with my buddy, and he kind of convinced me, like, from what Kyler Murray was said to be, from how he came into the league. And by the way, Josh, before COD came out, I think he was 9 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Since COD has come out in the following months, he's 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He really hasn't lived up to any expectation we've set. Not one.
What were the expectations? He won Rookie of the Year now. Who's a
Has he
Pro
made the
Bowler?
playoffs?
He's a Pro Bowler. I don't know.
Has he done anything where you've been like, yeah, wow, the Cardinals are for real, other than what up, Mark? Other than bot and throw games away? Like, not beating the Rams when the Rams offense isn't clicking comes down to Kyler.
I mean, he did throw a touchdown pass in the game, and Trey McBride just ate it to the face. And the ball popped up.
But the amount of times this year we've been like, dude, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is wide open.
Well, yeah, that was like a couple times, yeah. But I mean, literally, they just won that game if Trey McBride got his head around.
I don't know, dude. I might have to start that conversation where I think Kyler Murray might be a bust.
I don't think you could say he's a bust. You could say that he hasn't lived up to expectations.
Which would be a bust. Because the expectations were this kid's going to revive the Cardinals.
That's not what a bust is.
What's a bust?
There's like boom and bust, and then there's like a middle. It's just not just one or the other.
Dude, but he's had guys around him.
Yeah, not really though.
Yes, dude. He had Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, and James Conner at one point.
Name a singular offensive lineman he's had in his entire career.
I mean, I couldn't name offensive linemen either way.
Yeah, but I could name a bunch of them, and I don't know a single one that he's had.
But when you draft a guy like Kyler Murray, the offensive line, even though it's an important piece, isn't the first thing you're going to get because he's supposed to be mobile.
I mean, dude, you still need offensive linemen.
I'm going to start the conversation. Kyler Murray's a bust, dude. He's a bust. He doesn't win anything. How about the Cowboys losing to the Eagles 41-0? Kenny Pickett threw himself to the ground. First time a football's ever thrown a quarterback, which maybe the gloves aren't a good idea, by the way. Small hand Kenny. Yeah. But I don't think there's anything more electric than clinching the playoffs, winning your division at home in Philadelphia. I can't imagine it gets better than that as an Eagles player.
Yeah, it's probably amazing. I also told you that was my favorite play of the weekend, did I not? -7. You did.
We also got SB2K. Saquon Barkley officially rushed for over 2,000 yards. That's electric. I think he's going for the single season rush record now.
Yeah, what is that record?
I'm interested to see what they do with that.
What is that record?
I'm not sure.
Because he's had like 2,000. Let's see.
But also, I wanted to shout out the gambling key. He's 102 yards away.
He's 100. Yeah. He's at
Eric
2.
Dickerson, 2,105.
Yep. Wow.
Also, by the way, wanted to shout out the gambling community. If you bet Saquon Barkley's over rush yards every game this year, Josh, you would have went 14-2. Didn't hear that stat one time this year from anybody in the community.
insane.
Didn't hear it when it was 10-2, 11-2, 12-2, 13-2. Not a word. So I want to shout out the gambling community that's always in the weeds of props out cash and all these websites trying to find the best props. Where was Saquon Barkley over rush yards every week?
That's insane.
So shout out the gambling community and everyone that's always like, he's hitting 4 of the last 5. He's got 99 out of the last with plus EV. Could have just taken Saquon Barkley rush yards every year, every game, and went 14-2.
Yep.
So shout out everyone that lives in the stats and didn't know that one. So thanks for everybody that popped on search stream and just didn't give Saquon Barkley rush yards every week. But, I mean, I don't know if I trust this Eagles team to win it, though.
Dude, I kind of do.
There's a couple teams this weekend that I feel like birthed in my head that they're serious contenders. And I don't know what it is. I just still don't trust this Eagles team. And I can't tell you why, because they have everything. They have a really good defense. They got a great rush game. And Jalen Hurts can throw the ball, I believe, when he needs to. But there's just this like little thing in my head that I don't think this team can get over adversity.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm kind of all in on the Eagles this year, and I hate the Eagles. Like, I hate them. But, dude, I just remember, like, that run that they had when they lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like, taking those weapons, like, when they were, like, at peak performance, like Jalen Hurts, Devontae, and A.J. Brown, like, those 3 together were playing so well in the playoffs that year. If they can do that again and then have Saquon in the backfield, like, I don't know how you beat them, especially with that defense too. Like, they have a top 5 defense in the league too.
I know, dude. They do. I mean, they have everything.
They have literally everything.
They have everything.
If they had, this is going to sound crazy, if they had Brock Purdy, they would be an auto Super Bowl. Is that crazy?
I don't agree at all. I don't agree at all.
You don't?
Brock Purdy, I mean, has had a better defense and better weapons and didn't do it.
I'm seeing a slightly better quarterback.
I don't know if Brock Purdy's much better than Jalen Hurts.
I would say he is.
Brock Purdy had Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey and couldn't do it. You think with Saquon, AJ, and Devontae, you could do it?
I mean, AJ
no
and Devontae
shot.
AJ and Devontae are better receivers than Deebo and Ayuk.
I don't know. Deebo is fucking cracked out last year.
They're both so overrated. But
I don't necessarily agree, but there's just something in my head that just because it seems like whenever things don't go necessarily right, the Eagles completely fold on themselves, and it seems like it's a lot of this. And I don't think that can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't think that can win a Super Bowl.
All right, how about this? Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared Goff's a better passer than Jalen Hurts, for sure.
That's better.
Yeah. Jared Goff's a better one. Baker Mayfield. There's 2 games that happened yesterday. 2 quarterbacks that I think need to get their flowers, and I don't mind giving them to them. 2 years ago, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold were on the Carolina Panthers, and their careers were over.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield was playing D-line in practice, and Sam Darnold was basically in no man's land. Not even, I don't think, touching footballs in practice. Their comebacks and their commitment to the game, their commitment to themselves, shows you that the work will always work. I mean, the fact that those 2 didn't give up in their careers when literally everything was going against them and everyone else in the league has given up on them might be my favorite stories in the NFL to date. The fact that those 2 didn't give up and now they're in positions to be in the playoffs, go in Super Bowls, to be putting up the stats they're putting up, to be saving the teams that now have them. And Baker Mayfield yesterday just seemed like, I mean, obviously you're playing the Carolina Panthers, whatever it is. Seemed like he was taking out his anger on the NFL, dude.
Yeah.
it seemed like not only has he been on the warpath this year, but last game just kind of seemed like he was like, "Yo, I'm here, motherfuckers." Like, this is like I am who I've said I am all year,
Yeah.
and he just pistol whipped the Panthers.
Yeah, dude. I love Baker. I don't know how you couldn't love Baker.
He's awesome.
He's so awesome. But yeah, dude, and Bucky went off too.
Yeah, Bucky went crazy.
Insane.
Bucky went crazy. Bucky went crazy.
Scored a touchdown though. I have him on my bench in fantasy too. Shout out in the championship.
Shout out, ouch.
If I would have started like three guys on my bench that would have already won me. It'd be done if I would have started any of them. But I'm down 10 with Jared Goff and Amon-Ra tonight. So I should.
Wow. Yeah, you should. You should put that one away.
What's up?
You should put that away.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't, I'm
in shambles. But yeah, Baker Mayfield's fucking sick. I mean, every highlight you see, every press conference you see, he just never puts a foot in the wrong direction. Can we talk about Mizzou for a second? And I don't mean the football team. I don't mean the game you're playing today. I mean the former quarterback that possibly just ruined the Giants' tank job yesterday for no reason. Shout out Drew Lock for absolutely ruining the Giants' season with a win against Colts.
Unreal. Literally, dude, that was the best game he's played in his life at any level. At any level. Dude,
and I think the best part of it is in the post conference. He goes, the fans deserve that win, the locker room deserve that win. And I opened Twitter, massive Giants account, quote tweeted, "Yeah, we didn't want that shit." There is, as someone that's been involved in a tank season ending victory.
Yeah.
When we beat the Titans and lost out on Trevor Lawrence and had to draft Zach Wilson because we beat the Titans for no reason in the last week of the year. I can't imagine the feelings that the Giants are going through right now. You just lost out on Shador.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. The Patriots have it now, right? I think the Patriots and the Titans above them now.
The Patriots.
That's amazing. Dude.
I mean,
Drew Lock.
What are you doing?
Literally he played like a perfect game.
Like a perfect game.
Yeah, and Malik went crazy.
Like, what are you doing? I'll never understand, like, I understand they're competitors. They want to win the game. Drew Lock wants to keep his career alive. So for him to not like try in that game, but if I'm a Giants fan, because I've been in this position as a Jets fan, dude, I'm fuming all week.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm fuming all week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously the players don't tank, but fans want them. They tank the entire year, and they win for no reason. I was seeing something that like the Bears are at the 9 pick right now. The worst they can get is the 10, and the best they can get is the 4 if you guys win and a couple other teams win. And I think that you guys are pretty much locked in and like in that range too. Like it's like 5 to 10. I think you guys are locked in there.
See, people are saying the players don't tank. I raise you the New York Jets. I'm convinced our players are tanking.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, that's brutal, dude.
Yeah, that is brutal.
Brutal for your season to end. And shout out Drew Lock, man. The kid went ballistic for no reason.
Yeah, no.
For no reason.
Literally no reason.
The only other game I really wanted to talk about, and I said it in the beginning of the show. This Vikings team is for real, dude. This Vikings team could win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're good.
Like Sam Darnold. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah.
He's an elite quarterback in the NFL right now. Like, he is playing at an elite level. He's an elite quarterback. And I think it's funny because of what the Jets have done to him, what the Panthers have done to him, what the Niners have done to him. I think I'm not the only one that in the back of my head all year has been like, this kid is a pretender. Like, the real Sam Darnold's going to come out at some point. And I think this game is the game that as a collective NFL fan base, as viewers of the sport, we need to start giving him his flowers and saying Sam Darnold's an elite quarterback. This system is perfect for him, and this is the Sam Darnold that got drafted out of USC. When you give him time, you give him faith, and you give him a coach that knows what he's doing. This kid is the real deal.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's an elite quarterback in the NFL, and he's not a pretender. And the sham isn't going to end anytime soon. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah. I also think that Kevin O'Connell needs to be coach of the year. Like,
oh, my God, dude.
No doubt.
He is unbelievable.
Literally no doubt.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, like the fact that Sam Darnold bounced around to 4 teams and could never really do anything. And he had some good coach. I mean, he was with Shanahan. Like, he had a good coach that, like, you would think could do something with him. But O'Connell.
I will say, I do think it's a little easier when you got Justin Jefferson. Because I think you watch Jamar Chase on Sundays and you're like, God, this guy is so fucking good. And then you watch Justin Jefferson and you're like, God, this guy is so fucking good. But Justin Jefferson is not human, dude.
No, he's so good.
Like, he's unbelievably open every time he gets the ball. And even if he's not open, he somehow comes out with the ball. And I think I saw a photo, Josh. We need to start having the conversation that all you need to do when you need a weapon is close your eyes and draft an LSU wide receiver. Because the fact that in the past 4 years, we've gotten Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas is disgusting.
Don't forget Kayshon Boutte.
Kayshon, yeah, who now looks okay on the Patriots. Low key, though. Like, you say that as a below key, dude.
No, I know, yeah.
The fact that we've gotten those guys, and those are generational wide receivers that are going to be in charge of their franchises for the next 5 to 6 years. You normally get one of those out of a school. You get like a T. Higgins out of Clemson, where you're like, dude. And then you'll get a DeAndre Hopkins 8 years later. You'll get a T. Higgins where you get like generational wide receivers out of a school, and it'll be like every 8 years. Dude, that's in like a 4 or 5 year span. We've gotten wide receivers that are going to be in charge of their franchises.
Yeah. Don't forget
Malik Neighbors, 1,000 yards as a rookie.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas, the last 3 games, is averaging 115 yards. Like, as a rookie, these kids are insane.
Yeah, they're good. They're so good.
Insane, dude.
Yeah.
All of them from Louisiana, too, by the way. Like, all you have to do is find a wide receiver from Louisiana, shut your eyes. And by the way, I got news for you. If you think Kyron Lacey's not going to be unconscious at the next level, you're out of your mind. Like, I don't know how they keep doing it, but these kids are gross, dude.
Yeah, they are.
These kids are gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, dude, and before that, they had OBJ and Landry.
Yeah, dude.
So good.
But the fact that they've been able to pump that out is insane. So, I mean,
yeah.
If I'm the Jets, just draft me an LSU wide receiver and I'm good. Draft Kyron Lacey. That's all you need to do. If you're a team that needs a wide receiver, draft Kyron Lacey.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. He's somehow going to become a 2,000-yard wide receiver his rookie year. Like, I don't know what's in the water in Louisiana. I don't know how they're putting these guys together, but they put them together. It's incredible.
Dude, this is massive.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's massive.
It's huge. I can't wait for tonight. It's going to be such a good game. It's going to be such a good game. But Harris says, who's going to throw him the ball? It doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. Malik Neighbors had 1,000 yards with Daniel Jones and Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito. Brian Thomas, I'm pretty sure, just eclipsed 1,000 yards last night, and he's had Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones throwing to him. You don't need quarterbacks for these kids to be great. They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, they are disgusting. But yeah, I mean, weird NFL Sunday. Dolphins beat the Browns. I don't know who gives a crap about that. The one thing I did want to talk about, Josh, if I'm a Falcons fan, I'm genuinely pissed off that it took us this long to switch to Michael Penix.
Yeah.
The kid's a dealer, dude.
Yeah, he looked
like,
good.
Not only is Bijan, like, it seems like they also figured out that they were like, oh, if we just put the ball in Bijan's hand, like 2 downs out of every 4 we have, we're going to win football games or be competitive in football games because he's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's taken them this long to be like, we don't really need to do this whole committee thing. If we just keep giving a generational running back the ball, it opens up our pass game. And now that we have Michael Penix, who, by the way, doesn't mind just letting one go every couple drives where you're like, holy shit, that's a kid from Washington that I fucking loved watching. It was always Michael Penix. It was never Kirk Cousins. It was always Michael Penix. And like, yeah, he's gonna miss some throws because this is his second game starting. But when that kid dials in the deep ball like he did at Washington, he's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, he's good. You can tell he's good. Best quarterback class of all time.
And you got the worst one.
We got the worst one.
Not only is he good, Josh, but on the other side, let's talk about Jayden Daniels for just like 1 second. That kid is fucking incredible.
Yeah, his legs. Fuck throwing the ball, dude. He is the fastest quarterback I've ever seen. He's
And
literally.
by the way, it feels like he's made out of rubber. There was a play in the first half where his knee got under the defender and his entire body went back. And in my head, I almost called Krabs just to make sure that he was still alive in GTA because I thought the kid's knee had disintegrated.
Yeah, dude, I literally put my head down, closed my eyes after I saw it. I'm like, dude, that was so bad. Then I'd look up and he's just standing up completely fine.
Popped up, he's back in the huddle. I was like, what? That would be Aaron Rodgers way not even an ounce as gruesome, and his Achilles was dust.
Yeah, that looked bad. That looked
You
so.
tell me Jayden Daniels' whole body goes sideways while his knee is just literally extending like that under a 200-pound man, and he can just get up.
Yeah. Can we can glaze Jayden Daniels, but can we say fuck you to Terry McLaurin? My God. 1 reception for 5 yards. You got me 1.5 points.
You want to know why?
Why?
That one man, one game.
Of course.
It's the worst bet in sports.
It might be, honestly.
Dude, no, it's actually 0-12 in its last 12.
Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta
One man, one game, dude. It's actually becoming the worst bet in sports.
Well, you only got a couple. I mean, you don't have that many left, so just keep.
I'm one man, one gaming tonight. I got news for you.
Please do not do Amon-Ra. Please don't.
Someone's got to break the curse, Josh.
Dude, don't do it.
Someone has to break the curse.
I need it so bad.
Fuck, dude.
I guess he can not hit his one man, one game, and I can get. I mean, Goff could still get 10 points by himself.
Someone has to break the curse,
All right,
dude.
you can do Amon-Ra.
Someone has to break. I'm not saying it's Amon-Ra, but someone's got to put their balls on the table and break the curse.
Who do you think? Who are you thinking?
I was thinking just fucking Debo, dude. That motherfucker, dude. He sold me for $1,000 on the touchdown in the bowl, dude. And if there's one guy that could break the curse, it might just be that little fucking rat Debo, dude.
You can't do that. I won't let you do that. I won't let you do
it. I gotta do it.
I literally almost started crying laughing at that.
Dude, I'm so excited for the Super Bowl this year for my $1,000 touchdown score because make no mistake, when it hits, because it's going to hit this year, it's going to be the most electric thing ever. And if the Niners somehow make it back, I'm running it back with Debo.
Can you pre-bet those? Could
What do you
bet,
mean?
like when the playoffs start, could you bet Debo to score in the Super Bowl with massive odds? If they were.
Well, I wouldn't put $1,000 on it because if he loses, I'm out of 1,000 for no reason.
You can put 1,000 on 4 guys and just hope one of them gets there, and then just be.
You think I got $4,000 to throw on Super Bowl touchdown futures?
It's an investment, dude.
Dude, I don't have $4,000 to throw.
A fucking example.
Yeah, the Niners already got eliminated too, so that wouldn't even work. All right, let's talk some games. Let's talk some bets. Do we have the graphic?
Oh, we got graphic.
Let's run the graphic. Let's talk some games. Talk some bets. Welcome back to Slate Service Party Show. We give you all the plays and parlays you need on a Monday. We've got a college football bowl game. We've got college basketball. We've got NBA, and we've got NFL. Everything that you need. Let's go through it, Josh. I want to start in college basketball. Just keep it quick, keep it easy. I'm going to take FIU -6.5 at home against Utah Tech. I always trust the Florida boys when they're at home. It's just a system. I'm going to put a little. I'm going to put a little sprinkle on it. I'm not wailing anything in here, The one thing I do want to whale, though, Josh, this Kansas State team is bad.
Yeah.
Like, very bad. Very, very, very bad. We've lost our ass on them. I don't know what that accent was there when I just said ass. Ass. We've lost our ass on them more times than I can count. But this line is too short not for me to bite.
I know, plus 3.5.
I'm going to take Kansas State plus 3.5 just because this line is too short not for me to bite at home with the kids back from break, I believe, right? Or are they not back yet?
The kids, no, they're not back, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, they don't go back after New Year's. I don't know, dude. This line it seems too short not to bite. They shouldn't even be close to 3.5 underdogs to Cincinnati. This Cincinnati team is way better than Kansas State. I mean, obviously being a favorite going into their house should tell you how much better Cincinnati is. But this line shouldn't be 3.5.
I know, dude.
It really shouldn't for how bad this Kansas State team is. Paying Coleman Hawkins fucking 50 million batzos to be there. I'm going to take Kansas State plus 3.5. That's like one of the only other bets I really, really, really love.
I like that. I also, dude, this is a massive spread, but how does Auburn not cover minus 36.5 against Monmouth?
I just can't touch these big spreads, dude.
I just feel like they put up like 120 on them. Monmouth is
I just can't do it.
so
Man. I
bad.
can't do it. I can't do it, Josh. I would love to be there with you. But I can't do it. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, Josh. The only big spread I'm going to take is Iowa State minus 9.5. They're going to beat the dog shit out of Colorado. All right, Josh, let's talk about Mizzou. We got Mizzou, Iowa at 2:30. Who's playing, who's not? What's the vibes?
I believe Brady's playing, so we got a QB. No Luther. That's like the only guy that we're really going to be missing. I think Membu, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's playing our left tackle, but most guys are playing besides Luther. I think that we're going to win, honestly. I think Iowa fucking sucks. I'm not scared of it. Like, our defense is actually, like, they were figuring out at the end of the year. There's no chance Iowa's scoring on us.
No Luther, no running back.
Yeah, no Noel, but we have Robert. Like, Roberts played last game, too, and he went off.
Okay. All right. Well, I could go out on the shield with Mizzou here. I'll let you go.
I think they're going to win.
I'll give you one more chance.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more chance, even though I think the bet is Iowa. Not even trying to be a douche.
Iowa?
I just think the bet is Iowa.
I don't think so.
Such a short spread. Chef T, top of the morning to you.
Iowa
And I'll tell you why, Josh. The only reason why is because I just feel like Iowa's going to make this a trench game. That over-under only being 40.5. Every other bowl game is in the 50s, 60s, it feels like. That just tells me Iowa's defense might make this a little freaky. But I'll go with Mizzou with you here. I'll go out on the shield.
We like
Also, if you just took dogs in every bowl game, you'd be Bezos. So, as someone that's taken a lot of favorites.
Yeah.
I will. Who do you want the Jets to get? Just give me Jalen Milroe. I want to have fun. I'm done caring about Super Bowls. I just want to have fun for once. Just give me Jalen Milroe. All right, Josh. I'll take Mizzou in this bowl game. I do kind of want to take a peep at Brady Cook rush yards, but I'm not going to peep at it too hard yet. But I love that. The bowl games tomorrow, by the way, Josh, are incredible. Incredible.
Are they?
Yeah, incredible. We got Louisville, Washington, Alabama, Michigan, South Carolina, Illinois, Baylor, LSU, Penn State, Boise State.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
But I'll take Mizzou with you here. I don't hate that line at all. I'm going to take the money line, though, minus 130.
Ooh, I got a little PP square for the people in that game as well.
Okay. All right.
Marquise Johnson, more than 32.5 yards. He's going to be our 2 today.
Wow.
And he hasn't even been starting this year, but he is a speedster. So, like, this is one play, take the top off the defense, you hit that line.
Wow.
I also think he scores.
Wow. All right. I like that.
I love that, actually.
Let's go to the NFL. I already promised one of my buddies I would whale the Lions, so I'm going to be on the Lions and the over. I think this game soars over. I also think, Josh, this could be the dismantling of the Niners franchise as we know it.
Really?
I really do. I
Why
think
do you?
there's already been some questions being asked. I think there's already been some problems this year. And I think when the Lions come out and put belt to ass on the Niners in San Francisco, I don't know what's going to happen with the Niners. I think it's going to be very, very bad. Um, I'm going to take the Lions minus 3.5. I might one man, one game Debo. I got to see what's good with that. Um, but this Lions team is another team, just team of destiny. And Dan Campbell, it doesn't matter who's on either side of the ball, who's injured. They come out and play like their lives depend on it. And I'd rather bet on that team than bet on the Niners where Debo Samuel's punching people on the sideline. So I'm going to take the over. I don't think the Niners are going to be able to stop the Lions, even though the Niners have this world beater defense. And I'm going to take the Lions minus 3.5.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my play.
Dude, if that script is correct, I will be so happy.
Yeah.
I will be so happy for my fantasy.
Okay.
Career. That's all I really care about tonight in that game. I don't think I'm going to wager on that game. I just want my 10 points and get out of there, win a little $1,500 in this league. Call it a day.
Call it a day.
That's my
Call
wager.
it a day. Call it a day. We're going to talk props right after I go through the NBA real quick. This is the last day of Jalen Brunson's 2024. That has been absolutely incredible. So I just want to clap it up for Jalen Brunson, 2024 MVP or All-Star, made it to the playoffs with the Knicks, revived the franchise, dropped multiple. He's got the most 40-point games in the NBA this year with 14. He had a 50 ball against the Wizards last game. Just really want to give it up for him. I mean, 2024 was his year. I can't wait to see what he does in 2025. I'm going to take his points today in a lineup. I'm not going to post it anywhere because I don't want people tailing it. Because every time I take his points, he turns into, seems like Paul Pierce on the Brooklyn Nets. Every time I take his points. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give the people the lineup, but I am going to be on it today. Just looking at the NBA, I think I'm going to take, I got to see what they have it up at because I don't want to lose my cheeks on this one. But I do love Zach LaVine points tonight against the Hornets. The Hornets just play no defense. So it's either him or Kobe White that I want to really, really wager on in that game in terms of props.
He's a game time decision. That's the only.
So maybe Kobe White.
Yeah, I just so him. There's a couple guys that are game time decisions. Him, I think. Who else was it? Dude, honestly, Chu came in here earlier and was talking about Lonzo. I feel like Lonzo could have a game. So
is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing. Jalen Smith, Zach LaVine, Ayo Dosunmu, and Josh Giddey are all game time decisions.
Okay, word. Yeah, maybe let's go Lonzo Ball. I could be in on that today. Maybe.
I like LaVine.
My God. Dude, when I first started doing this for early Bookit when we had the app, I used to do the Ball Brothers parlay.
And they're playing each other.
I might have to go back to it. I might actually have to go back to it.
I feel like you actually have to.
Lonzo point. It was always Lonzo PRA with LaMelo points.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
I got to do it. I got to do it.
I don't know if LaMelo's up yet. Yeah, they don't have him up yet.
I got to do it.
They have Lonzo.
It's got to be done. Other than that, in the NBA for props,
what are you thinking?
nothing much I like other than that for props. I feel like these are really weird matchups.
One I can give you.
LaMelo isn't playing.
Mark Williams, PRA, against the Bulls.
Okay.
Give me that.
Okay.
Big athletic. He's going to feast against us.
All right, let's do a little bit of prize picks, and then let's get the people out of here. Do we have BTL today, Josh?
LaMelo's out?
Social call. Do we have BTL?
No BTL.
No BTL today, guys. Sorry. All right, Josh.
So LaMelo was out again.
He's out.
I didn't know he was out yet. It doesn't say that on the injury sheet.
No, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, what is Debo Samuel receiving yards at?
Let me look. Debo Samuel, 48.5.
Oh, wait, we have to do a gangbang.
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's do that. Let's get that poll up moving. Do we have any mods in here?
Yeah, we need a mod.
Do we have any mods in here to
One
get a
good.
poll up and moving for us?
Who can do it?
Do we have any mods in here? Chaco, could you please get the gangbang poll up and moving? That'd be awesome. I would love you forever.
Check.
Chaco.
Bro.
Brett. Chaco, Brett. What do you want in it? Let's go. All right, I'm gonna go Kansas State plus 3.5. I'm gonna take my time so he has time to read it. Kansas State plus 3.5. Mizzou money line in football. Lions Niners over.
All right. Oh, can't.
Oh,
Find
here we go. Chaco can't find the poll.
You go to Stream Manager, and there should be like these 3 bars stacked on top of each other. There's like buttons. Oh yeah, /poll too. You can do that. Dude, I forgot that Mizzou basketball plays today.
Yeah, your mine is 24.5, right?
I think 25.5. Yeah, I think we covered that game too.
Wow.
I'm looking at Alabama State. They are wrath. Their defense is terrible. That might be a blowout city.
Utah Hockey Club.
Did you see UNLV beat Denver in hockey?
Wow.
UNLV's club team, I think, beat Denver, and they're like the number 5 team. All right, there we go. Chaco got it. What are the options?
All right, I'm going to go Kansas State plus 3.5, Chaco. The over in Lions Niners at 50.5. And Mizzou money line in football.
Chaco, let me know when you're ready. Can't believe you stole Mizzou from me, brother.
All right, no, I'll do Iowa State minus 9.5 then.
All right, throw that in there.
But leave Mizzou in. Oh, Josh, he didn't even get your plays.
All right, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't even matter. I didn't even really want anything else. All I wanted
All right,
was
Josh, let's do our prize picks. I want Deebo Samuel receiving yards.
You're good, Chaco. Deebo receiving.
And I want let's do 2 pieces. Let's do primetime 2-piece. No BTL today, Lightning. Deebo Samuel receiving yards. What do you want, Josh, in the primetime game? Someone on the Lions. You go Amon-Ra touchdown.
Give me a Craig Reynolds touchdown.
No.
Yes. 100%. Dude, this is a game. Yes. You bitch. Dude, I send you, you say, give me a leg for a parlay. I give you Army minus 14.5. You go, is this really what we're doing? They win by fucking $1 million. And then you.
Because who the fuck wants to sweat Craig Reynolds, dude? I don't want to sweat that.
It's hitting. He's literally their backup running back right now. And this game means nothing to them. Jahmyr Gibbs not going to be playing as much.
All right, fine. Craig Reynolds touchdown is the first 2-piece with Deebo yards. All right, outside of that, I would love to have. I don't even know if we can get college basketball in there. So I'm going to go NBA. I'm going to go LaMelo Ball PRA. Or Lonzo.
And then I will do Marquise Johnson receiving yards.
Marcus Johnson receiving yards and Lonzo Ball PRA is your prize picks. Josh, what do we have on the update on the poll for the gangbang?
Let me check.
Also, shout out everybody that's watching on YouTube. We really appreciate you guys.
Oh my God. Mizzou has 13 votes. To the Lions, Niners over 8. They have 8 votes. 14 to
How much
8.
time is left?
It's running out. There's probably about 20 seconds, maybe. 14 to 9.
Get your votes in if you're on Twitch for the TMA Gangbang. That's the play that everyone has to tail, that everyone's going to have units on. If you're in the chat, unfortunately, you're going to have units on this.
Yeah, Fat Coach, you're probably right.
It's Mizzou. Ladies and gentlemen, the TMA Gangbang is Mizzou. The prize picks lineups tonight are Deebo Samuel receiving yards and Craig Reynolds touchdown. And the other two-piece outside of the NFL primetime game is going to be Lonzo Ball PRA with, what was it?
Marquise Johnson
receiving yards. I'm going to lock those in once we leave this here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Josh, I think I'm available to do an episode tomorrow morning.
I cannot tomorrow morning.
Okay. So maybe it'll be me and
Thursday.
Nick or something.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Just Thursday.
I'll see if anyone's available. If no one's available, we'll just chalk it. But I would like to do an episode tomorrow.
Okay.
Guys, as always, we end every episode with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. Here's what I'm going to say for you guys as we get into the New Year's. We're only 2 days away, day away from the new year. I would definitely love to have an episode tomorrow because I would love to talk about it a little bit more. But I think New Year's are exciting and scary. And I think they're scary because of what you have to leave behind, of everything you've built, of everything you worked for in 2024. You got to leave that behind. But it's also really, really exciting for what's to come. And I think it's funny. I think we put a lot of pressure on New Year's. I saw Big Cat tweeted about it, and they were like, where do you rank New Year's going out on New Year's on holidays? And he said it's at the bottom because you put so much pressure on it to be the perfect night, and it never is. And I think that's true. I think we put a lot of pressure on the new year every single year, and we go, this is the year that I'm going to take over. This is the year that, I'm going to be the best version of myself. This is the year that everything's going to go right. And I'm not saying not to do that. All I'm saying is just keep chopping wood as we get into the new year. I know for me, I'm switching my mindset of, I think when we put too much pressure on the new year, we get disappointed in certain spots that I don't think we should get disappointed in. Because at the end of the day, growth takes time. And when you realize that growth takes time, no outside factor is going to speed that growth up. It just depends on if you have the willpower and the willingness to keep working at it every single day. So the new year is a great opportunity to go clean slate. Maybe I'm going to stop doing this that affects my mental health negatively. I'm going to cut this out of my life, or I'm going to start doing this and I'm going to start chasing something, and understanding that the new year isn't the outside factor that's going to speed your process up and it's going to make you great. It's you doing things every day that make you a better person, that make you better at whatever you are trying to chase. And I think understanding that you do have to leave some stuff behind in 2024 every new year. And I think that's scary. I know for me, the things that I built in 2024, or, the things that are really special to me in 2024, you do have to leave them behind. And that's scary. And I think that's why the New Year's is great, because it gives you no option. It makes you go, oh, it's a clean slate. I'm going to have to write 25 when I write the date on things now. And it's going to be a clean slate. It's going to be a fresh slate. And I think I'm going to use that to my advantage now. Instead of putting pressure on the new year, I'm going to use it as my advantage and say, I have to wipe the slate clean. You have to, because you're going to have to write a new date on everything. It starts a year where you're going to get 1 year older. And I'm going to start using it to my advantage. So I would urge you guys to do the same and approach this new year in a way that you're just going to keep chopping wood. And every day, keep trying to get better. Every day, keep taking that step forward we talk about, and use this new year as an opportunity and not necessarily an excuse, which I think, I definitely was almost going to do. But it's scary, right? It is scary to have to start over and start something new, even though it's just a year. And even though if you put no value on it, there's no value on it. But it is scary to have to start something new. It is scary to have to leave things behind. Change is scary. But But I just want you guys to know I'm gonna be with you all the way. I appreciate you guys for tuning in every single episode this year. Hopefully, we gain some new fans of the show. Hopefully, we gain some new viewers every single show. Hopefully, you tell your friends about it. I appreciate the guys that are consistent in here on chat every single day, tuning into every single episode. It means the world. And as we start this new year, I know for this show, I'm going to try to take it to 1,000. We got a new motto: till the wheels fall off. And this new year, I'm going till my wheels fall off. Till next new year, I'm going till the wheels fall off. And I appreciate the support that you guys have given this show. I know Josh appreciates the support you guys have given this show. Um, I appreciate everyone behind the scenes that works on this show, that's given the blood, sweat, and tears to trying to build something at Bookit Sports. And we got so much fun things planned for the new year. And I just want you guys to know we're gonna go till the wheels fall off. We're gonna try to entertain you for every day of this new year. We're gonna try to win you guys some money every day for this new year. And I just really appreciate you guys supporting everything that we're doing over here, everything that I'm trying to do. It means the world. I love you guys so much. And we're gonna end the episode every way that we've done since we've started it. Just take one step forward for me. I know how hard it can be to take a step forward every single day. I know how hard it can be to take a step forward when you don't feel like yourself. I know how hard it can be to take a step forward when it feels like you wake up and something's pushing you back. And understanding though it's okay if you didn't take a step forward yesterday. Maybe you took a step backward, because that's what life is. Life's going to be up and downs. It's about trying to stay even keeled and understanding that this too shall pass. If I'm feeling really great right now and I'm feeling on top of the world and I feel like I got everything figured out, this too shall pass. And on the reverse side, if I'm feeling the lowest I've ever felt, I don't even want to get out of bed. I'm feeling like the world's going against me. I'm feeling like I'm never going to feel normal again. This too shall pass. And just understanding that there's going to be up and downs. So have fun at the ups, understanding the downs. You're going to get back to the ups. And the strength doesn't come from achieving the step forward. The strength comes from attempting to take that step forward every single day. So on a day today, the day before we go to New Year's, and everyone has a great New Year's Eve. I hope everyone has a great New Year's Eve if I don't have a show tomorrow. But just try to take that step forward. And that's where the strength come from. That's where you can look back at yourself and be like, okay, I tried it. Maybe it didn't work, but I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you here tomorrow. If I don't, have a phenomenal New Year's. I love you guys so much. We got plenty of plan. And if we take one step, we're gonna be places we never thought we'd be in the new year. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in every single day. Have a great Monday. Let's go win some coin. Appreciate you guys.